These are your week's top headlines. I'm John Harbin, and this is your news of the week. The Henderson County Sheriff's Office has taken what Rick Davis called a good calculated risk by counting on ICE revenues to fund 3 critical positions that were threatened to be eliminated because of 2011-2012 budget cuts. Davis and county commissioners announced a plan during a budget discussion session last week that includes proposals to reinstate 3 EMS paramedic positions and 2 part-time librarian positions, as well as increases in salary supplements by 2% for public school teachers, teaching assistants, principals, and assistant principals. Main Street merchants have mixed feelings about the city's decision earlier this month to take over the marketing of downtown and discontinue funding to Downtown Hendersonville Incorporated. During the council meeting, the council unanimously agreed to cease funding DHI and instead use the money to create a city-run Main Street program. DHI has gone through 2 executive directors in the past year, and council members said they think a city-run program might bring some stability. Some merchants praised DHI, others questioned what their role was. In addition, merchants questioned the city council's move to take over the marketing. The North Carolina brewing industry raised a collective glass over the weekend to toast a new law that allows breweries across the state to sell their beer to consumers on premises. State Representative Chuck McGrady introduced House Bill 98 at the request of officials from the city of Hendersonville after Southern Appalachian brewery owners Andy and Kelly Cuban ran into roadblocks in opening their business in the historic 7th Avenue district. Previous state law had required the Cubans to obtain a full liquor license and open their brewery's tasting room as a private club, a law that could only be overturned by a local referendum. Western North Carolina law enforcement agencies and court systems will soon have another tool to make their jobs more efficient. North Carolina State Controller David McCoy was in Hendersonville last week to kick off the expansion of the Criminal Justice Law Enforcement Automated Data Services. McCoy's office deployed the CJ Leads program to Wake County as a pilot program in July 2010. The program integrates data found within the state's various criminal justice applications and provides up-to-date criminal information in a centralized location via a secure connection. Bike night events will continue this summer, Hendersonville City Council members decided, despite concerns from some merchants and residents about street closures and the image the event gives Main Street. Bike night was started in May 2009 by Patty Adamick, owner of Mike's on Main. Some merchants said they were concerned about the closed streets discouraging customers and that the motorcycles give Main Street the wrong image. While the Pardee Hospital Board of Directors said last week they were planning to announce the top candidate for hospital CEO, they failed to make the announcement Wednesday after a 3-hour closed session. About 70% of the discussion in the closed session last week centered on the hospital's negotiations of a potential management agreement with UNC Healthcare System. Board Chairman Bill Lapsley said the discussion will continue at a meeting scheduled for this Wednesday, adding they are close to finalizing a contract with UNC and announcing the selection of a CEO. Residents and visitors will soon have a new way to learn about Hendersonville while enjoying some laughs with a historic tour from the Trolley Company. Eva Ritchie, who runs the company, will offer tours of Hendersonville and surrounding areas on Saturdays through the fall. The tours will last about 3 hours. The guided tours offer a good dose of Henderson County history and end with ice cream at Piggy's. For more information, visit thetrolleycompany.com. Author Lillian Jackson Braun died last week at the age of 97. Braun, a Tryon resident who penned 29 The Cat Who Mysteries, died at the hospice house of the Carolina Foothills in Landrum, South Carolina. Braun's husband said she died with the regret that because of her failing health, she was unable to finish her last novel, The Cat Who Smelled Smoke. For more on these stories and other news, be sure to check us out at BlueRidgeNow.com, follow us on Facebook or Twitter.